Hey, it's me, Raika. Today we're going to have a look at my progress update for my starter account in AFK Arena. So, as you can see here, I'm currently in chapter 19-4 and I'm progressing smoothly through the campaign. So let's have a look at the heroes I'm currently using to progress. So from the get-go, we can see that I'm using Eins as my main damage dealer, as he can easily one-shot a couple of heroes when he uses his ultimate ability. Additionally, I'm leveling up his signature item, and once I get it to 20 SI, then I'll have 3 times where his ultimate will not trigger the cooldown. So this is essentially makes his ultimate instant for the first 3 times that he uses it. So this will be a significant boost to his damage and effectiveness for my team. I'm using call on him so he can ult as soon as possible when he has full energy. So the 5 heroes that I am going to get to Ascended and to raise my Resonating Crystal past 240 are Lucius from the Lightbearers, as he's Mythic Plus, and he only requires 3 more copies and then he will be Ascended. As you can see here, I'm slowly picking up a few other heroes such as Rowan, who have a few copies. Additionally, I have Moro, where he is my main damage dealer in the Lightbearer Tower. And I picked up a few other copies such as Rain, Cecilia, Belinda, and Gwyneth, where I'm planning to either Cecilia so I can turn around Soren, and so I can deal more damage to him. For the Maulers, I'm leveling up Screg, where I got extremely lucky and I pulled a lot of copies of him early on. As you can see here, I only need 1 more copy, which I can get either from the Labyrinth store or from a faction pool, and I'll be able to ascend Screg past 240. Now, the heroes that I'm also building is Skreath for my Iron 5 pool, when that becomes available and I get the furniture on my Skreath. I'm also building a support, Numisu, for his totems and heals. Additionally, I'm going for Antandra, so she can deal a significant amount of damage once she's leveled up in both her signature item and furniture. And for the Wilders, I'm currently building Tassie, where I'm still struggling for a few more copies. I'm still deciding whether I'm going to buy Tassie from the Challenger store, or if I simply get a lot of copies in a couple of weeks, then I'll easily be able to ascend her, as I'm currently only need 4 copies of her to get her to Ascended. As you can see, I'm also building Iron and Laika in order to initiate the 5 pool, as this will significantly boost my progress, and this will allow me to essentially, once I have heroes like Lucretia, this will be much easier to progress through campaign and setting up myself for multi-stage battles later on in the game. For Graveborn heroes, I got extremely lucky. However, I got a lot of Daemon copies extremely late, after I have already gotten Pharrell and Odin to Mythic and Legendary Plus, and then I started getting a significant amount of copies of Daemon. However, as soon as I get my Odin to Mythic Plus, I'll spend all my faction cards and all my summons on Daemon in order to get him all the way to Ascended, as I have all the necessary copies to get him Ascended. Additionally, I am picking up a few Silas copies so I can get him Ascended, as he's extremely strong in any Grizzle team or Daemon team, as he can provide a significant amount of healing and immunity to the specific hero that he injects. I also have a significant amount of Grizzle copies, as I only need 1 copy of him and I can get him to Ascended. Additionally, you can see I've also got a lot of food, and I'll eventually will be able to get Odin to Mythic Plus, and also I have a couple of copies waiting for me to start getting Pharrell and Odin all the way to Ascended. Now for the Celestial Pogian roster, I'm currently using all my time element tickets to get my Awaken Tailene to Mythic, as this will help me later on in the Celestial Tower and also in campaign, as she can offer a significant amount of distraction, and in some cases she can also offer damage to my allies when she uses her ultimate ability. Also, I stargazed for a Twins as my first Stargazer pull, as this will significantly help me in dealing damage to bosses such as Riz and Sorin. Additionally, all the bosses in the Twisted Realm, as they, in most cases, they can double your damage in every single boss fight. As they are only elite copy of them, they struggle to survive towards the end of the battle, as sometimes they get one-shotted to the abilities that the specific bosses have. But in the meantime, they are offering a significant boost to my allies. Now for the Hypergene side, as soon as I got my first Twins copy, then I started stargazing for Lucretia, as that will be my main hero that will be focusing all my stargazing tickets and diamonds once I have 5 ascended heroes. So once I have 5 ascended heroes, essentially I will not be locked anymore behind levels, and I will be able to easily pass the level 240 cap on my resonating crystal. Now from my dimensional roster, as you can see, I have Eins from my garrison. I am also planning to, once I have garrisoned him the specific amount of times, then I'll start garrisoning Albedo, as Albedo can significantly boost his defense and damage once she is invested in. The heroes I'm currently getting from the Labyrinth and Challenger store. So I'm getting a couple of copies of Screg, and I'm also starting to build up a couple of Labyrinth tokens, and I am buying out Arthur each time I can get him, so I can unlock dimensional signature item upgrades, as this will significantly help heroes such as Eins, Albedo, and any other dimensional hero that I want to build in the future. So from the Challenger store, I'm still thinking about whether to buy Tassie and get her ascended as quickly as possible, or I will be going for Merlin, as I only need 4 of these shards, so 4 times 15, so it'll be 60. Once I have 60 shards, then I'll be able to link into any one of my heroes, and I'll have an extremely powerful healer and support for my team. Also, I'm trying to make the most out of my mercenaries that I get from my friends, guildmates, and my hero mentor that I'm following from the Solemn Vow, so I can progress a couple of levels in the specific faction towers, so I can get a lot of dust, food, and various other resources in order to help my account progress even further. Additionally, I'm trying to push the campaign as quickly as possible in order to get to chapter 20, as this will allow me to do hunting fields, as this will significantly give me more resources that will be helpful to my account. Additionally, I'm trying to finish all the events as far as possible, so from the Peaks of Time and so forth, to get the specific artifacts, as some of these artifacts such as Drua's Chalice will help some of my heroes in the survivability field. So once I complete these specific Peaks of Time, this will give me an additional boost, and I'll keep progressing through all these specific events and boosting my account. So currently in the game, I've also unlocked the Misty Valley. This has significantly allowed me to progress in the campaign and other areas of the game, as you get a vast variety of food, epic copies of heroes, Pokecoins, and other specific tokens. Additionally, you get rewards from the treasure trove, which you can choose specific items depending on where you are in the specific chapter. And additionally, if I can meet all the requirements from the Misty Valley, I'll get additional rewards that will help me even more in the game. See you next time in my progress update. Like, comment, and subscribe.